If you really want your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend to take you back, there's one thing that I've seen that works really well. Leave them alone and work on your damn self. There is nothing more attractive to human beings when you see someone who's walking in confidence and purpose.
Awesome. Okay, so welcome guys. My name is Kartika Nair and you're watching Super Shakti. Today I'm with Sachin from Spoon of Consciousness, and we've just been talking for the past couple of hours on many different topics, and one of them that we agreed upon is the whole idea of attracting your ex back from the desperate place. So I thought it would be a good idea for us to talk about it. So Sachin, go ahead and introduce yourself first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the relationship stuff.
Hi everyone. So I've been coaching since 2016, life coaching, and I've come across this question so many times. I used to be quite active on Tumblr, and there's quite a young demographic on the platform. And probably every day, at least 4 or 5 times a week, I would get this question of, okay, well, how do I attract my ex back? Or I want to attract a specific person, or whatever it might be, and attracting the one, twin flames, similar things of this nature. And I'm of the opinion, and as we've said, like, this is our opinion. If you don't resonate with what we're saying, challenge it. Challenge your own perspective of it. This is what we think. If you got a different opinion, throw it in the comment section. We'll get back to you. But I'm of the opinion that when you're trying to attract your ex back, you're looking for a distraction from something. You're looking to go back to something. You broke up for a reason. Have you learned and grown from it? Are you both learning and growing at the same time? And whenever anyone asked me this question, I wouldn't say to them, okay, Derek, here's what you got to do, X, Y, Z. I would say, why? Why do you want this? Why are you seeking a relationship right now? Are you coming, like, as someone who was addicted to distraction for many years, whether it was video games, movies, watching the same damn TV show on repeat for however long it is, drugs, whatever it might be. When you're seeking distraction, it's to take you outside of your headspace. When you make peace with the thoughts that are in your head, when you can make peace with the experiences that you've had, let's say you've been abused, or you've been some difficult stuff has happened. You've got the memory in your head, and then being around someone else distracts you from that memory. You're not wanting to be with them. You're wanting to be with something that distracts you. That's one thing. Secondly, when you're looking for the one, look, the one that you're going to be with is the one that you're with right now, or the next one that you're going to be with, because right now is the only point in time that exists. So I don't want to hear it when you say, oh, I want to manifest a relationship before I get to 30 because then I'll be too old to get married. This is a load of bullshit, okay? You've been conditioned to believe certain things about age, and it's causing you to rush the process. And now you're pointing at God, universe, whatever you want to call it, and saying, I know better than you. But you don't. We can only see what's about 2 feet in front of us. That's about it. Universe can see everything. So when we look at why we're not promoting attracting your ex back, it's got nothing to do with personal beliefs or this is a bad thing morally. It's all about a relationship you have with yourself. What have you learned from being with this person? What did they reflect about you? And continually trying to go back to the past, you're just looking behind you and you're going to repeat the same mistakes. If you're going to get back with someone, it either will happen or it won't. And if it doesn't happen, it's not supposed to right now. You need to be focused on where are you going with your own journey with yourself? The relationship you have with yourself is the relationship you'll have with everything and everyone around you. My relationship with myself was lacking in every area. So my relationship with everything else was abusive. Food, drugs, women, it was always abusive. Now that I love myself, my relationships are no longer abusive. I don't have to abuse drugs. I don't have to have women in my life who are mean to me. I think a lot of you have been with someone who made you feel a certain type of way, and now that you're away from that and you don't have it anymore, you want it again. This is not love. Like as you were saying before, this is not love. This is you fulfilling a need, and love is not that. And I think you put it in a much better way than I am right now.
No, so exactly what you're saying. So, from my perspective, why? So, earlier on today, I had this email from someone who was doing, gave me a list of things that he did from spells to this to that to try to attract someone back, which is like what happens when there is an extreme addiction to a person. But the thing to remember is that you're not addicted to the person. You're addicted to the memories. You're addicted to the future plans you had with that person. You're addicted to the way you felt around the person. So you could replace a person with Kylie Minogue or like Jennifer Lawrence or something. Still the three addictions. The thing is, you won't believe me when I say that because you're like, no, I'm in love with this person. But the truth is, love and an addiction, they in today's world they think it's one and the same. If you, how can so the question we asked earlier is how can real love turn into hate? There was a time when you guys hated each other, you all broke up for a reason. There was drama, there was pain, there was projection, there was all of this. And a lot of it comes down to the fact that each of us are trying to make the other person fulfill something in us. So when that person goes away, we get addicted to trying to attract them back because our mind would say they make us happy. I was happy when I was with them. That person completes me. I've never loved anyone more than I've loved that person. And so when someone comes and says, don't try to attract them back, you'll have nothing but hate towards that person because they're telling you to go against what you love. But what you love is not love, but addiction to a person. See, I definitely want you to get back with your ex if both of you are going to learn and grow from it and become more conscious as a couple. But if you're only trying to attract that ex back to have it the way it used to be before everything went bad, then you're not learning from it. You've not taken the lesson. You've not healed the aspect of you that attracted that person in the first place, or attracted that abuse, or attracted that breakup in the first place. So relationships have to be inside out. You have to have a relationship with yourself first, then you have a relation, and then when you're complete, then that completion can overflow into someone else. But if you're incomplete and you want them to complete you, you'll always be searching from one person to another. 10 years will pass by and you'll look back and you'll realize that your life went on, nothing happened, you didn't die with the lack of this person. It's just that your mind convinces you that you will. So I have nothing against you doing stuff to get them back, but if you all can learn and grow together, then great. But if you're trying to go back to someone who abused you, then you may want to question and heal the aspect of you that attracted.
Exactly. And there's a big difference between having a conscious relationship with someone and trying to stick with them because you don't want to be on your own. Like conscious relationship, well, earlier this year I was dating someone and I said, okay, look, we need to have a chat about something. You're saying that you think that I might be doing this thing, but that's a projection from the past. Your ex might have done that to you. It's got nothing to do with me. That's not my stuff. That's your shit. We can talk about it, but why are you bringing it in here? It doesn't have anything to do with this. A lot of people who are not in conscious relationships will avoid the topic altogether because they don't want to risk, oh my God, if I bring this up, he's going to break up with me or she won't want to be with me. That is coming from a place of, I'm not secure within myself, especially with young people. I'm not saying older people are immune to it, but I see a lot, early 20s, late teens, people are like, okay, I can't talk about that with her because then this will happen. And then if this happens, then we'll break up. That is not coming from a place of I love myself. That's coming from a place of I need something to make me feel complete. You can't have a whole relationship with half and half. That's one person. That's half a relationship. You are a whole person. That's one. You got another whole person. That's one. A working, functioning, conscious relationship takes two people, not this. Yeah, we're two halves and we make a whole. No wonder you're struggling. It takes two people to make a relationship work. And when you're in that place of like, we complete each other, look, if you're going to complete each other, that means you weren't whole to begin with. When you complement each other, that's a completely different story. But completing one another means, yeah, I'm just seeking them to fulfill something about me. That doesn't work. And that's why you've got a lot of heartache, a lot of pain, a lot of problems in your relationship. Like I was saying earlier when we were recording our podcast, the main thing is getting to know yourself. And you can do that while you're with someone, but be conscious about it. Say, look, we're both learning about each other, about ourselves. We're going to grow together. We're going to have some difficult conversations sometimes, but let's work through it as a couple. And if it doesn't work out, You don't have to be at each other's throats. Oh my God, you did this and that. When it's a conscious relationship, you can still be not okay. Friends means different things to everyone, but you can still be amicable. You can still be like courteous and kind to each other, and not depart with like hatred.
Yeah, absolutely. And to keep it so a lot of people want to attract their ex back because of an addiction that one has to accept that. Okay, nothing against it, just that if you're coming from that place, that means you're more worried about the branch breaking than the power of your own wings to fly and then like land on another branch and enjoy your life. So as long as you live in that place of fear, that you're always worried that something is going to go wrong, and you're always walking on eggshells, and you're always worried that someone's going to leave you, and when they do, you're addicted to trying to get them back. That's a serious problem in you, not it's not them. So if you're going to do the whole love spells and all of that, spend a lot of money, spend a lot of time trying to attract that crush, attract that person against their free will, which by the way is not a good thing to do, because if they want to come back, they will come back. If you're going to spend that much energy on that, you must understand that if you just took that much energy to heal yourself, you will be at a different vibrational level and attract someone on that level, which would be a lot more conscious than the drama cycle that you were addicted to before.
I have one more thing to add, right? Look, this is for the fellas out there, ladies too. This probably applies, but I'm speaking from a male perspective. When I was younger, I was a very codependent person. When we'd break up, I would always be crying, "Oh my God, please take me back." Texting and phoning and all these fucking notifications. Eventually, I don't blame the girls for blocking me. I was wondering, why didn't you do it sooner? If you really want your ex-girlfriend or boyfriend to take you back, there's one thing that I've seen that works really well. Leave them alone and work on your damn self. There is nothing more attractive to human beings when you see someone who's walking in confidence and purpose. Since I started thriving in my life, women have come out of the woodwork from years and years ago, being like, "Hey, I like what you're doing. Hey, can we talk?" No, you can't. Okay, and that's a different story. That's my own thing. But just working on yourself makes you so much more attractive because you're not desperate.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of desperation out here. That's nothing more. There's nothing less attractive than someone who's like clawing at your door. Hey, are we gonna get back together? No, we're fucking not. Okay, you need to calm the fuck down and look in you. When you can hold yourself in high esteem, when you can look in the mirror and say, "I'm proud of you. You've been working out. You've been eating right. You've been working on your dreams. Your visions are coming true. Like you're doing something that makes you happy." People pick up on it. You know, there's people all around me now who can just sense it. I don't have to open my mouth. They can sense that I've got stuff going on. Like, I'm not hanging around trying to get people to pay attention to me. I got my own shit going on. That makes you way more attractive to the everyday person or anyone who comes into your life than, you know, trying to get people's attention, which does the opposite.
Yeah, law of attraction, right? Desperation creates more desperation. Like attracts like. Fantastic point. Detachment. See, again, it comes from when you heal yourself. If you're not healed, you're going to be desperate because you're still incomplete. You want that completion. When you work on healing yourself, use whatever tool you need to. But if you can heal the aspect of yourself that's attached, that is essentially fear attached. Essentially, I'm incomplete. I'm not good enough. I need this person to complete me. When you heal that aspect and you're complete on your own, you will never. Okay, this is going to sound really bad and egotistical, but you wouldn't touch that person with a stick when you grow into an aspect of you that can. I mean, I'm telling you, the people that I was desperate for when I was in college, I mean, they're lovely people. They, you know, whatever, that's their lives, but I would not invite them into my reality now because I'm a whole other person. And the people who rejected me in the past, every one of them has been hitting me up on some form of social media to try to get. I'm not interested in that because I have a whole life of my own and I'm vibrating in a frequency. But I again, if you're whole and you don't need anyone, you'll find someone who is complementary to that. And so there's not this tiptoeing and fear and agony. And if he leaves, I'm fine. If I leave, he's fine. There is no pain. There is a sharing of life. That is what a conscious relationship is all about. So thanks, Sachin, for sharing your perspective. It's amazing.
Right on. And thank you for speaking about this stuff, because I know it's not very popular. I think if anyone's got opinions that are contradictory to what we've talked about, let's have it out. Let's talk about it. You know, this is not a dictatorship. We've got freedom of speech for a reason. Let's talk about it in the comment section. And yeah, I really appreciate you having me on the channel. I love what we're all about. Like, this conversation has definitely highlighted to me that we got a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, we can come back and do more episodes and stuff. A lot of things to talk about. But yes, thank you so much. It was a joy. And guys, subscribe to Sachin's channel. I'll put it in the comment section. It's called Spoon of Consciousness, and I'm sure you'll learn a lot of stuff from there as well. So thanks, Sachin, for being here.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. Bye.